I'm ready to see my boy Tom Dog on this howling coyote. Okay, now look, focus. I'm about to freak the fuck out. Now, guys and gals, as you do know, the coyote got that brain power. But if we're fighting with Tom the cat, oh my god, IQ don't even stand a chance. His tunics, his tune physics, that shit is a whole nother caliber. Hey guys and gals, Gaming T here, and today, once again, we are back with another reaction video, and today we are here with the Howling Coyote, or Wile and Coyote versus Tom the Cat from Tom and Jerry. And I'm not gonna lie with you, I already know who's my nigga right now, and that's Tom. That's Tom. All I can say is, I'm about to watch someone get brutal, and I'm gonna enjoy every second of it. Original video in the description down below. Check it for yourself, and let's get it in. Damn, that shit kinda loud.
Coyote, the fastest and furriest of the Looney Tunes.
Tomcat, the powerhouse pussycat from Tom and Jerry.
The fans voted for it, and we're here to deliver.
He's Wiz.
Tom got that shit.
It's our job to analyze their weapons.
He's
armor,
been
and
through
skills to find out
too
who
much.
would
Got the
win.
dog on his coyote, bro. Like, Tom don't got the fighting experience, but shit, almost no Looney Tune character does.
There was no figure so cunning, so bold as Coyote. To the Miwok, he was a Prometheus who stole fire from the heavens to give to humanity. To the Sowetmuk, he was a foolish trickster who could die and return to life.
And to the brothers Warner, he's just a poor dumb schmuck who can't catch a break.
To this day, the great Coyote stalks the
Damn.
American Southwest, hunting his
Full name
indefatigable
Wile
prey, the
Ethelbert
Coyote.
Coyote.
Coyote
Oh, that
is
motherfucker
driven
did
by a
say his name
ruthless
that one time.
entrepreneurial Spirit.
Yeah,
He has a
and he
207
drove him straight off a
IQ,
cliff.
or so he
He'll
says.
chase that bird-shaped happily ever after to his own inevitable undoing. Such is the lot of the common man.
You might not expect it from an anthropomorphic canine Job, but Wiley was born the son of world-famous hunter Cage E. Coyote. His father raised him from infancy to hound his avian adversary and forbade him to speak until he tasted victory. On the face,
What?
an easy task. Coyotes are incredibly adaptable predators, capable of hunting in both rural
He about
and
to be
urban
silent for the rest
They're
of his
also
life.
speedy little
Actually,
demons. They can
wait, okay, my fault. But I just want to say, I heard this motherfucker speak many times before. But that's probably on the sideshows.
sprint at up to 43 miles per hour. Though that's cold comfort when that blue meeping bastard can make beams of light look stone still, or
Bad.
run a car that was
Jesus.
moving fast enough to travel through time.
Frankly, it's incredible that Wiley manages to consistently keep up with his prey at all. But he
Exactly.
does.
No, really, it's actually stated that only a, quote, tiny little extra burst of speed separates the coyote and the roadrunner. Heck, Bugs Bunny
Oh
himself
shit,
needed
so
to
he
take
just like a
super
burst of speed
supplements in
away
order to move
from getting him
fast
some,
enough to outrun Wiley.
juicy
But
meat.
almost
Pause.
as fast isn't fast enough. Fortunately, Wiley's got an endless assortment of gadgets, gizmos, and reams of blueprints to make up the difference.
So
He's
Wiley
your
definitely got the
classics like
speed
dynamite,
advantage.
anvils, and
Possibly.
spring-loaded boxing gloves, along with heavier artillery like heat-seeking missiles, a 10 billion volt electromagnet, and a friggin' trebuchet, a Reddit favorite.
Many of which he invented himself and uses in excruciatingly detailed schemes that inevitably go awry. Despite being a self-described super genius, Wiley has an officially measured IQ of 3.
That's
What?
the same IQ as a cactus.
Okay, the test results were fake, but he's still an idiot.
So why
Okay,
not let
bro.
a soulless corporation
You
do
try
the
and
hard
be
work
smart
for
in a
him?
world full
He
of
sells any product that you
tune
can imagine,
physics.
and Wiley is their most devoted customer, contributing up to 99% of its multi-billion-dollar revenue.
Thanks for the inherited wealth, Pops. Oh, don't worry, I'm spending it all in one place.
He's got an Acme Book of Magic, Acme Clone-O-Matic, Acme Death Ray, Acme City in a Box, Acme Universal Remote, which can
Bro.
pause, fast forward, and rewind a person through time.
Too bad half the stuff Wiley uses is intentionally sabotaged because Acme's board of directors is exclusively roadrunners. My man cannot catch a break. but he sure
Yo,
can take some
so
punishment.
the road.
No matter the severity of his failures, Wile is still a toon and can bounce back from just
I've never
about
seen a
anything.
man
He's
go
been sliced,
600,000
stabbed,
in the
squashed,
O
exploded,
like
melted,
Wile, bro.
blasted into a constellation,
He got
and
it.
overall
He
verged
really
for the
got
last
it.
87 years straight without ever actually dying. He once got fully disintegrated into ash and popped back up like it was nothing.
Similar to the
Exactly,
immortal
bro. I'm pretty
Coyote
sure
of
that's like
Soweto
almost
legend.
every
He's
toon
also
physics
shattered the
thing
fourth
to do.
wall tons of times
Or come
and
back
even
from.
left the comic page entirely to catch the Roadrunner. Yeah, so close.
Believe it or not, there is actually a biological reason for these abilities. Looney DNA. Every toon's got it, not just the Looney ones. And it's what lets them survive fatal damage up to being fully erased off the page. Essentially dictating their
Okay.
personal slice of reality to whatever is funny.
Like how gravity only affects the Coyote when he looks down.
Toons are immune to the laws of physics as we know them.
That's why Wile developed a counter to this immortality, the Looney DNA Dissolver, which leaves toons vulnerable to fatal wounds. The
Oh, so
same
they
way
actually
we
start
are.
dying.
Yet again, so close. You can't say he hasn't tried everything.
It was Wile's experience as a veteran toon that landed him a job at Acme University as department chair of
Oh.
the School of Hard Knocks, teaching
he's the science
up-and-coming
teacher,
tiny
right?
toons how to use their abilities.
Okay, so Naruto.
And just
Basically.
like Naruto's jutsus, Toon Force works like an actual power system, with more experienced toons like Wile who are more powerful than their younger counterparts.
And that means
Aw.
Wile should be capable of replicating feats and abilities performed by any other Looney Tune.
What the
like
fuck is
traveling
that?
between different mediums or altering the plot of the cartoon he's in.
Oh,
My
yeah.
favorite was the time Plucky Duck used Marvin the Martian's matter transmogrifier to suck up the entire universe.
And
I
then
ain't know
suck
this
up
shit
the
was in
animator
DNA,
animating
though.
his universe.
And then suck up the animator's universe for good measure.
Wile's got a cushy 10-year job teaching that stuff. Impressive for an abject failure.
Okay,
in his
I'm not
life
gonna
mission.
lie, them
He's
feats
helped
do
stop
sound
a
crazy.
meteor from destroying Earth, beat the Monstars in basketball, and even, whoa, snap, caught the Roadrunner. Oh, wait, never mind. So damn close.
I mean,
According
look,
to
he does catch him.
1977's Tweety and Sylvester issue 67, Wile E. Coyote has attempted to catch the Roadrunner 4,766,842 times. Scaled
And
to the
oh.
present, that's over 10 million failures.
That takes dedication, or maybe self-destructive stubbornness. Too blinded by bird lust to see the forest for the trees.
But Acme's intentional malfunctions and Coyote's recklessness don't account for all of his catastrophes. There's something else, something grander, otherworldly, standing in the way of our furry friend's salvation.
Wiz, there's no other way to say it. God is just plain out to get this guy.
And by God, we mean the closest thing that exists for Coyote and Roadrunner. Chuck Jones.
Oh my
The
god,
guy that
okay, for a
created
second I
him
thought they
and
were about to say
helped forge
something
the
else.
Looney Tunes into how we know him today.
Originally meant to be a parody of earlier chase cartoons like, well, Tom and Jerry,
Okay.
Jones established several rules for their animated shorts.
Roadrunner
that
cannot harm
superseded
Coyote
Coyote's
except by going
reality-warping
beep
toon
beep.
abilities.
Rules that cover his obsession, faulty products, and the fact that no outside force, not even the Roadrunner,
For their
Hold on,
animated-
let a brother read some of this. The Roadrunner cannot harm the Coyote except by going beep beep. No outside force can harm the Coyote, only his own ineptitude or the failure of Acme products. The Coyote could stop any time if he were not a fanatic crepit. A fanatic is one who redoubles his effort when he has forgotten his aim. George Santayana. Okay, yeah, I'm getting slow with it. No dialogue ever except beep beep. The Roadrunner must stay on the road, otherwise logically he would not be called Roadrunner. All actions must be confined to the natural environment of the two characters, the Southwest American desert. All material tools, weapons, or mechanical conveniences must be obtained from the Acme Corporation. Whenever possible, make gravity the Coyote's greatest enemy. The Coyote is always more humiliated than harmed by his failures. Okay, yeah, you're on his
In
ass.
shorts that
You're on his
superseded
ass.
Coyote's reality warping tune abilities.
Rules that cover his obsession, faulty products, and the fact that no outside force, not even the Roadrunner, is to blame for his defeat. Just him.
While other creatives have altered this formula in the decades since Jones's departure, these rules have effectively made the Coyote's defeats cosmically ordained.
God nerfed Wile E. Coyote. In all our years making Death Battle, we have never seen a handicap like that.
But what else can you expect from our fanatical furry failsafe?
So,
He's the
canonically,
Sultan of Slapstick,
this
the
motherfucker
CEO
cannot
of second
win.
place, the swing and a miss superstar. As long as he picks himself back up and dusts off the ashes, that'll never be all, folks, for Wile E. Coyote. The year was 1939. War raged in Europe between the British Tommies and the German Jerrys. As the beleaguered English made their miraculous escape from the German encirclement off the coast of Dunkirk, one might have called the battle a game of cat and mouse?
What?
Oh, wow, is that actually where their names come from? I'm looking this up.
Regardless of their names' origin, William Hanna and
1940.
Joseph Barbera's infamous cat and mouse duo became the undisputed kings of slapstick comedy.
The formula
Oh, he
is
inspired
simple,
a
and
certain
we all
rubber
know it.
pirate.
Tomcat chases Jerry Mouse around the house.
yeah.
Brutal, bone-shaking. I felt
Tom and
that
Jerry
in
was
my
the
balls.
inspiration for
Violence
Gear 5.
ensues, and Tom is reprimanded by Mammy Two Shoes.
Who is, let's say, very much from the 1940s.
And if you're like me, all you wanted to see was Tom wipe that smug smirk off that little rat's face. Despite my well-documented hatred of cats, even I've got to cringe at years of propaganda to convince us to
Whoa,
side with
Jerry
the
showing the
filthy,
cheeks?
flea-ridden rodent over
Actually,
man's
he actually does that in the show.
Oh, big yawn.
House cats like Tom are actually some of Earth's most successful predators. They can run up to 30 miles per hour, leap 6 feet high, and despite being commonly perceived as nocturnal, they're actually crepuscular and hunt in the dawn and evening.
Tom specifically is a British shorthair. They're strong,
I know
stocky
Tom can
Roman
run
cats
faster
bred
than
to
that.
withstand harsh conditions. And for Tom, harsh conditions is an understatement.
Tom has collected a crazy assortment of weapons in his war against mouse
got
kind.
that arsenal.
Sure, most of it is the
He
stuff you can
packing.
find around the average American household, like baseball bats, lead pipes,
And guns, lots and lots of guns.
Oh, yeah,
but
that's
he's
been a
got
while.
wackier things like a magic wand, a robo-cat, vanishing cream, and a smart cap that gives him all the knowledge in the world.
I'm partial to the Sword of Light
I
and
know.
Dark, which severs you from your own shadow, or the Rewind Remote, which can move your victim backwards through time.
And you can't forget
Okay.
the cat car and cat jet, spelled with K's, of course, but just the cat part.
Tom's arsenal is heavily improvisational, which fits his quick thinking in fights over
Okay,
Thanksgiving
so
turkey.
technically,
Though he often
he got
loses his
everything he
bouts with
need.
Jerry, it's not usually because he's dumb or incompetent. Rather, he's just genuinely outplayed.
And even in defeat, he's one tough son of a gun. He's been crushed, blown up, had every bone in his body broken,
Yeah, he can
shattered,
take it.
melted, and vaporized to dust, and survived.
Well, mostly. Tom actually has kicked the bucket
Oh,
multiple
shit.
times, but little known cat fact, he has 9
9 lives?
as established in the episode Heavenly Puss.
Oh, Wiz was conducting some different kind of research when he stumbled on that episode.
Very funny. Even if Tom starts to use his lives up, he has a potion that just restores them.
Or he can physically
Oh.
go get them back from hell. Where all cats go.
How was a
Extremely
game?
hardcore
Oh,
for a
shit.
But there isn't much of a limit to what Tom can do. He can clone himself, levitate in the air, make his imagination real, and even break the fourth wall and enter the real world.
Yeah, if you only watch
His
the classic
imagination
cartoons from
real?
the 40s, you may be in for a shock. Tom and Jerry gets buck wild, much like the actual inspirations for their names. Thank you, Google.
Oh, you're still on this?
Dodoy Whiz. They were actually named after the two characters in Pierce Egan's delightful life in London, Jerry Hawthorne and Corinthian Tom. It was adapted to the stage with the title Tom and Jerry, which later became a catch-all term in 1800s England for young, drunken rabble-rousers.
One could, in fact,
okay.
say that many rabbles were roused the times Tom
Oh,
destroyed a
Tom!
planet-busting
Oh,
asteroid,
oh my God,
lifted
yo, I
up the
forgot.
sun, and was
I think that was a
blown up
movie, bro. bro.
To a constellation.
Tom went
and he was
crazy.
just fine. Just a bunch of stars now, but he's okay.
He tanked an explosion that launched him through time to the Stone Age and has run through space at massively faster than light speeds.
That shouldn't be a
What
surprise when
tarnation
he
game
and
is
Jerry
that?
have been at each other's throats for over 80 years now. But what may surprise you is the fact that at the end of the day, they're
They still
actually
friends, bro.
And they've worked together tons of times to save the day, like when they helped a little orphan girl, Robin Starling, find her way home. Aw,
Exactly,
that's
exactly.
a nice end to their story.
Don't you believe it? Now is when we have to talk about Tom and Jerry Chase. Long ago, the warrior god, Lord of Sichuan, Erlong Shen, battled the tricksy and indomitable Mouse King atop Peach Mountain.
What mobile
leading
app
the goddess
is this?
Celeste to declare the two the strongest warriors in the realm. And they were, in fact, Tom and Jerry. They were even stronger than Devil Tom, who repelled corruption by the darkness. This mysterious, malevolent force threatened to consume the Tree of Life, whose branches encompass all of time and space. Banding together, these warriors used the star element to dispel the darkness and save the universe.
What the fuck?
What
That may
story?
sound
Yeah, that's
completely
gotta be a
insane.
mobile game.
It is. Chase is a Chinese mobile gacha game whose lore is not entirely in
Chinese.
keeping with
No
the
wonder
spirit of the
that
source
artwork
material.
looking
However,
godly.
It is officially licensed by Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment, which means we have to include it in our research.
So that the gods may grant us mere mortals some
Okay.
heavenly push.
Okay.
Friendly rivalry aside, though, Tom has actually managed
We got
to
some
catch
nightly
the little
puss
rat
entering
square
the
a few
building,
times.
bro.
By
Some
my count of the
magical
original
puss,
shorts,
bro.
19 times.
I could watch him on repeat forever. Too bad he's still a filthy feline. The only kitty I truly respect is named after booze.
Well then, you're in luck, because the Tom and Jerry of English literature later became the namesake for a famous Christmas cocktail.
Because
Erickson?
there's no better way to get absolutely trashed than with good old Tom and Jerry.
Amazing. Yo, I'm not gonna lie.
Death Battle has merch
I'm with
now.
bro to the
That's
end,
right,
bro.
mistaken. You can pick some up for yourself
And
on our
technically,
brand new
Tom
website,
should got this, bro.
deathbattle.gg.
Like,
Click
though,
the merch tab at
the
the top.
fucking-
We've got mugs, stickers, shirts.
now, hold up. The Coyote definitely got to take the L here, bro. Because apparently this motherfucker is built to fail. He's built to take the L every time. He's built to be dusted. He's built to be stepped on. His inventions are meant to fail. But he's only supposed to get them from one, source. One source, bro.
Our set,
Besides
we've
that,
through all possibilities.
It's time for
even gravity on his ass. Tom, we got this shit.
Score.
He may have beat his own creator, bro, but come on, we got that shit. We could just go into reality or some shit, bro. We can just go into reality or some shit, bro. Oh, they're doggy styling in the car already? House mouse. Moose. Is that Spanish? Oh, that's just like how every episode starts. Domestic cat. Or how a movie starts. And you got him. Yup, rat trap. Greater Roadrunner. Meepus, Coyote, Canis, some shit. I don't know how to pronounce that. Schemish? Fight. Okay, so they just hopped out of here. You foolish furball. You cost me my dinner. Fight back. Fight back, Tommy. Weep. Damn. His Toon Force is built to fail him, Tom. Oh, we're back. We're getting flashbacks to the war, Tom.
You wanna live forever?
Tom, let's go! Let's send this motherfucker back to the ritual times. I'm doing too much. Oh my god, incognito. What am I watching? Acme? Wait, exactly. Damn. Who took that many lives? The fucking the carbon emissions. Acme High Speed Tonic. Lock in, Tom. Lock in. He gave my boy Tom the Speed Force. Oh, they tired now? Tom, come on. Yeah, let's go. Dumbass. Why was that shit so funny, bro? Should've something. Tom, dodge it! Wait. This nigga can't read. Oh no. Please tell me y'all take each other out. This Yamcha it. Damn! Oh! Let's go! Wait! Let's go! Wait. That's about what I expect. Damn. Wait, Tom. The 9th life.
Wile E. Coyote, super genius.
Okay. Now, usually I would say Tom had it. Death battle. What possibility could you have thought to come with this conclusion? Nah, Tom, that motherfucker slurped up his entire universe, creator included. I knew his throat go crazy, but the pussy couldn't swallow all that. Continue.
Oh, thank God one of them actually died this time. I mean, no! Animal cruelty, no!
Considering coyotes eat cats, I'm not surprised.
While both Cat and Coyote were incredibly powerful, they weren't literal gods who could snap their problems away.
Yes.
They had limitations and weaknesses that could be exploited, especially by each other. Let's first talk their stats.
Both were strong enough to contend with universe-threatening phenomena, but comparing Wile to Plucky Duck, Looney Tunes can not only destroy their own universe, but their animators as well.
And while Tom could move faster than light, Wile could keep up with the Roadrunner, who could outspeed a car fast enough to travel through time. That's immeasurably fast, and much faster than Tom. Wile gets the edge in stats.
Wile's arsenal was a bit better too, believe it or not. Even eliminating the devices that have been shown to malfunction, he still countered everything Tom had.
The biggest being the Looney DNA Dissolver, which could render Tom's cartoony healing factor moot and end the fight.
While Tom has never been shown to have Looney DNA specifically, the concept clearly has nothing to do with actual DNA molecules.
Looney Tunes have been erased completely and still returned, so it's clearly something more fundamental to their essence.
And since the Dissolver works on any tunes, not just the Looney ones, it should apply to Tom. But considering how much of a screw-up Wile is, it wasn't a sure bet. Hell, it could have backfired, especially considering how much more competent Tom is.
When it came to intelligence, Wile's engineering and scheming genius were often
defeated
by his own ego and
But he got that though.
Tom, on the other hand, was consistently more flexible, pragmatic, and victorious in his fights. He definitely gets the edge there.
Damn, so Tom actually got that IQ on him.
He doesn't have
my fault, Tom, bro.
And that's the big question. Was Tom capable enough to benefit from Wile's narrative-enforced bad luck and see the DNA Dissolver backfire against him?
Personally, you should have.
Is a core part of Wile's character as a cartoon, so let's call it his, toonliness.
To find the answer, we dug deep through the bowels of Looney Tunes lore and ended up in an unexpected place. Space Jam.
Where Wile yet again fails against the Roadrunner, but against the villains of the movie, the Monstars, he actually scores.
And scores again in the sequel, more than anyone else. But according to Chuck Jones's rules, that shouldn't happen. right?
Throughout his entire history, Wile's cosmically ordained failures only occur when he's specifically chasing the Roadrunner, or other tunes the plot bends around like bugs, because that's what Chuck Jones's rules were written for. Coyote
The
and
Coyote
Roadrunner
failing
cartoons.
And
in the
even then,
for the
looking
Roadrunner.
closely, they've been broken a few times throughout the decades, even during Chuck Jones's tenure.
Without the universe nerfing him, there's no reason to think Wile couldn't eventually land a hit with the Looney DNA dissolver.
Especially when the only reason it failed was because of
Black
the
hole
Roadrunner's
paint?
intervention, a direct violation of
Yeah, I
Chuck
missed some
Jones's
episodes.
limitations on the Coyote.
And especially when it's the only thing that either one had that could kill the other.
Despite lacking Wile's narrative impediments, and despite having a better track record overall, Tom ultimately had no surefire way to kill Wile, whereas Wile's superior strength, speed, and looting arsenal ensured his victory.
Wile gave one hell of a chase and left Tom Jones in for a rematch.
Okay, he got it.
Wile Coyote.
Okay, he got it.
Next time on Deathmatch.
Okay, he got it. I gotta give it to Wile, bro. My faith was not on his shoulders. My negativity and his downfall was all on my mind. Now, I'm not gonna lie with you. He won. I respect that. Because I actually do like Coyote as well. But I've been a day one with Tom and Jerry more, you feel me? So I just had to, I just had to. But when it comes to Wild Coyote, bro, I know that motherfucker ain't dope. And I also be rooting for him sometimes, especially when it came to other competitions he's been in, or when he's fighting someone else besides the Roadrunner. Because all honesty, that motherfucker is not catching the Roadrunner. Let's be honest here. But when it came to anything else, especially since the new Space Jam as well, I've been rooting for the guy. Or at the very least, I've enjoyed the way people have indulged in his character. The way he has actually been able to talk, because he talks freaking good. He got that professional voice. He got the professional voice. And besides that, he's a honestly great character to just, watch. Besides that, yeah, I actually never heard the Roadrunner talk. But on occasion, they still just do their thing. I can't lie. I'm a little sad, but so happy at the same time. Anyway, guys and gals, I hope you all... Oh, wait, before anything, tell me, guys and gals, who do you think won or should have won in the comment section down below? And who were you rooting for, if, anything? Because all honesty, like I said, and you see, I rooted for Tom, but shit, I'm okay with him losing, because I still like the Coyote. But Tom was on my list of winners. Now, like I was saying. Anyway, guys and gals, I hope you all like, subscribe, and enjoy this wonderful video. If you did like, subscribe, if you hit that bell right behind subscribe and turn the notifications when I upload. Anyway, I am Gaming. AKGT. See you all later.